I'm Lynn.
I'm Katina.
And welcome to Perspicacity Party.
We have a really, really special treat for you. We have taken you all the way to Malibu so that we can meet with Elaine Wong, who is an intuitive healer, a channeler, an energy worker, a yoga instructor, a massage therapist. I mean, you name it.
She reads the Akashic Records.
Yes, she is of the
exciting.
light. So we're super excited to bring you an interview with her, and we hope you enjoy it.
Hi, thank you so much.
Thank you. Amazing.
Thank you for inviting us over
Of
for an
course.
interview. Since we are talking about the channeling, was there a moment of discovery, or was it something that you grew up with?
I grew up with it. I grew up as a seer. I was on a spiritual path since I was 15, so I was tuned in, and I was tuned in before 15, but I mean, I really seriously got on a spiritual path at that time. And so the more that I kind of sat in the seat of the intuitive and the spiritual, the more it arose in me. So at first it was like I was just a seer. I'd get little information and, this and that. And then I got to the point where I could actually ask questions. Before it was just spontaneous arisings. And then it got to the point where I was like, well, I'm curious about this, and then the answer would come. And then it got to the point where I was actually letting the beings actually be in my body and share space. So it used to be I'd hear and see, and then I'd repeat for the person. They'd either show me a picture that I described, or I'd hear the actual information and I would just relay it that way. But then eventually I just let them come in, and then I don't have to do the relay, I just let them speak directly.
So did you find, as you elevated, because I'm just going to use the word elevated, in these increments of elevation, did you find that there was like a transitory, was there any issues with your physical body? Did you... what was your experience?
My body's always been very happy to be a channeler. What I did see, though, is that I started having kriyas, and I didn't even know what kriyas were until 10 years into it. And kriya basically means purification. So I found out that my body was being purified. I mean, it felt like that because I'd shake, and it felt like, how dogs shake?
Right.
And I just shake it off. That's what I was doing. And the more that sometimes I go through a shift, the more I shake. So I always explain that before I do a channeling, because otherwise people are like, "Why is she shaking?"
She's seizing help.
I know exactly. I'm not, or they think they're causing me pain. Like when I'm doing work on them, and they're like, "Am I causing you pain?" I'm like, "No, we're transmuting it." And I don't know if it's my stuff or your stuff. It doesn't matter. We're just basically transcending it.
You are a light worker and a healer.
Yeah.
Was that something that you had to sort of, like Lynn said, evolve into or elevate into, or?
I basically I never did any formal training. My guides, who are plentiful, they were always coming in. And that's what I'm saying, and they were switching up. And I never even figured out for 20 years, it's like, maybe they're switching up because they're elevating me.
Right.
And my memory just came in stronger and stronger. So, I can remember a few things about second grade, and a fewer things about being 2. Maybe I don't even remember anything about 2. But if I got a picture book, right? It's like, there I am as 2. There as I'm, as an infant, right? So it's almost like I was given more memory and the picture books.
So you're just floating through your
So if I
lives.
need to go and back and look at that, it's there. But if I need to look at yours, because I do intuitive readings, and sometimes that includes past lives, then I have access to theirs as well. So basically it's called the Akashic Records. How everything that's ever happened, and they're scientifically being able to prove that everything that's ever happened, there's an energetic record of it. So if we attune to what that record is, for whatever the benefit for you to know, then that's available to you.
So what I'm hearing from you is it happened spiritual body, totally, because you were such a space.
I was space.
That's sexy.
It is. If space is sexy, then I want to be sexy.
It's like so much ease. They're like,
but
okay,
life is supposed to be grace and ease.
I agree.
Absolutely.
Spirit is grace and ease.
And you,
The transition, grace and ease.
I think I'm going to take that on.
Guess what?
I chose grace and ease.
Guess what?
What? Tell me.
The clearest message of spirit these days is that this is the end of suffering. That old paradigm, it's done. But here's the thing. They never meant it to be this suffering. It was never intended that we suffer. It was never, it's like, we learn from our hard night of the soul. We learn from that hard lesson. We chose or got confused and thought that was the way.
That's what I'm
Hello?
so with you.
Okay, so
keep going.
end of suffering and the end of separation. And so my 3 mantras now are surrendering, into the stillness
Okay.
of silence.
Well, go ahead then.
And how about surrendering into the silence of stillness? You can switch them.
One of the reasons why Lynn and I started this in the first place is because everything that you're talking about, we believe is accessible to everybody because we're all one. We believe it's accessible to everybody.
Puppies, every sentient being on the planet, every sentient being that's not on the planet. It's no one excluded. You name the person that you dislike the most. Inside that person is a divine essence of their godness in a state of forgetfulness. So because they're forgotten, it's not their like fault. So we can have compassion. Like they're just in that place of ignorance. They're in that place of forgetfulness. But that confusion can be cured by compassion. And I know I've let my shadow taken over, right? So if I've let mine take it over, and I've even been on the path, then I even more compassion for those who don't even know there's a path to be passed on.
Right.
Is that a word?
I'll take it.
We're pathing.
That we're pathing. You can
actively
create that word. Okay.
Pathed on is a new
I've
word
been
now.
passed on.
Wow.
On the path.
That is so valuable to. I think that makes compassion more available to really be able to see they're just in a state of forgetfulness.
Yeah.
Like, because you just said words like the lies revealing, and then the true self. And I find when the lies are being revealed, then all of a sudden all the choices and all the experiences that were created out of those lies start to show up and start to purge and in any way, shape, or form that.
And it can be uncomfortable, but it's almost like if I'm vomiting out poison, I want to vomit.
You want to get it
wanna
out.
vomit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I'm glad that everybody else is getting a chance to also see this preview because I'm experiencing a lot of resonance with everything we're talking about.
And thank you for being the light that you are, and thank you for bringing all this great wisdom and information to the masses because the masses want it, and this is one of the many ways that they're able to be receptive of it. So.
Whoa, she is amazing. So applicable to everybody. And I know personally, me, like I experienced like a resonance and a clarity.
We, of course, hope that you find it equally helpful or even more.
Right. Or on whatever part of your journey of truth.
Thank you again for watching. Thank you for watching always.
Always. And
And
we'll
we'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.